Hi guys, it's Jamie here, and today I'm doing my happy planner from July 12th through to the 18th, and I decided to combine it with my junk journaling aspects. So where I've really enjoyed for the last couple of weeks doing happy planner in a really bright, vibrant, modern style, I thought it would be quite interesting to combine the modernity of the happy planner with the junk journaling that I do normally. I pulled out a few bits from the stash, only a few. I've already pre-cut these two women who are kind of the main feature, and then I've just got bits for making clusters, really layering. Just going to see where it all lands. As you know, I don't need huge amounts of space to write on because I work from home. I can kind of cover up quite a bit and therefore add more maybe than some people could in terms of leaving space to actually write things in. Also, I use my happy planner partly to put in appointments, but I don't have that many, but mostly as a sort of journal, even though I do junk journals. I know, confusing. So I'm just going to kind of think about, I think I'm almost probably going to have them on the same level and have them both at the bottom, because this one, if I turn her, is looking upward anyway, and this one's sort of, well, she is looking upward, but she's looking that way. I found, and one of my recent purchases is this supposedly handmade paper. I don't think it is. I think it's just vellum. Maybe a skinny one this side behind her. I'm just seeing how we want to lay things up. Do I want to go along the line of the box or right out onto the page? I suppose it depends what I'm doing this side, doesn't it? Because again, I was thinking behind her, and if she was there, which has more balance? I think that way has more balance. This is roughly, I will glue things down in a minute. I've got this, I actually cut up one piece of paper into several parts. This is an old receipt, so you could add that to that, and then her, because what we tend to do in junk journaling a lot is mount things up and also sometimes ink the edges, but I thought with this being a modern planner, I'm not going to ink the edges. I'm not going to make it look that grungy. I don't know if I want to bring colour in or not. I pulled out two muted colours. Obviously I've got bright roses and things from the Victorian sort of style, but I thought as this was all very neutral, if I was going to bring in any colour at all, I'd want to keep it muted. Maybe have the bird cage over here. Is she looking up towards that bird cage, or is that bird? Because if she was looking up towards the bird cage, where would that be? About there, I think. And then the other bits I've got, I did have this, but I think this is going to be too big now. I've got bits from this one. You tend to tear also, not really cut straight, although I have got some things that are cut straight. That I was going to use as the boxes this week was going to be more of the Victoriana style for the boxes, just to give it a real kind of vintage twist. I've got these little bits as well, which are just bits off the other thing, and then I've got these, but I was going to use these as washi, but I do also have some washi, and I think that might be going too far. Even though I quite like them, I think there's not really a way to use them that isn't just going to overdo it a bit too much. I was thinking you could put it on the edge of a box, but I don't know. I might still, I don't know. I've not put much colour in this, and I suppose if I introduce too much in the way of colour, well, not too much, but if I introduce that colour, then I'd need another, I think I'd need another thing. Although that woman's in that colour. Well, maybe I could put the candle sort of very subtly down there. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac glue though because of this rather than white glue. Also Fabri-Tac glue is very, very strong. These are stickers anyway. This is some kind of sticker, I think. So let's start with this and just see how it goes, and if it's no good then it's my planner, so it doesn't really matter, does it? She's going to go like that, mounted on that. She'll need gluing, that'll need gluing. This is a sticker, so this I was going to put behind here. It's got more of a white background than I expected, but okay. I don't quite know where I'm placing this now. I can't remember. I'm just going to have to go for it and make everything else work. Maybe I could run some stamps off this. It's quite a big cluster, but then it won't matter that she's sitting fully on this, whereas normally I wouldn't do that. So that's upside down. I'll make sure I don't do that when I put those on. So yeah, let's do that one then. Don't know whether I want them this side or that side. I think maybe this. I was going to go that side, but I think this side now. I think I'll do her, this area, and then I'll sort out the rest. So it's same again. Actually looking quite good, I think. Now we have just general, got the stamps on this side, just some general sort of decorative pieces, and obviously some boxes for writing in. So I've got a big one, a skinny grubby one. You can write in these. Yeah, I could use that as a little one like there. What else have we got? We've got a little one there. So it's just going to be a question of trying to find, oh, and I've got all of these little ones here. So I could do maybe, could I get 3 down there and have that as your top 3 goals of the week or something? Yeah, you could, couldn't you? I'm going to do that first. I'm trying to keep this practical as well as something pretty-ish. I have zero idea what's going on this week, if anything. So I don't know if I have things that I need to write in or not. I'm wondering if I can get that in there, or is that overcrowding it a bit? Let's work with the bigger bits first. So I think this one, I'm really tempted to just put this one up here, but then it's covering 3 days. I could do it that way, so it's sort of only covering the weekend. It's making it quite heavy at the sides, but then that's okay. That's an element. It's a design thing as well, isn't it? It would be nice if I had a little something that could link those, because its gaps are annoying, basically. But if I do that, you're still going to have a small, unless I use the round one. Yeah, I could do that. Is that too much green going on up here? To suddenly introduce the circle is a bit odd. What about just a different bit of script? What next? We need some actual boxes you can write in. You could, I've got those still, you could use that style onto here, just reflect it again, but further down the page. I think before I glue those down, I need to work out what I'm going to do over these days. Part of me is thinking I need to maybe layer some stuff. If I do that like that maybe, or on an angle. Yeah, I could layer that on an angle. That's a little bit odd, but I don't know what you could put there that's going to work. See, it's getting quite crowded. See, I'm coming a bit unstuck now. There's places to write, but not many. Will that get frustrating? Or am I okay with writing whichever way? Or do I need less scripty stuff and just some coffee dyed paper? I'm going to cut this corner off for the time being, but what I could do is basically make boxes, that sort of thing. I don't like the fact it has a straight edge. Have it hidden. It's definitely going to be different whatever happens. It's not a typical spread. I could ink this in the green to match it to that. Yeah, I think that's better inked. Maybe just use it like washi. Oh, that's nicer. Yeah, do that. And then that one there. Do we go back to the original 3 boxes down here? I feel like this should have something, but I don't think I've really got anything that I'm going to feel comfortable putting there. Like, I've got bits of script and things, but we've got so much of that already that I think it's just kind of, you know, why. That's what's sort of hitting me at the moment, is why. Unless you do that. Could maybe do that. It's quite busy. There's plenty of boxes for writing things in, and also not in boxes, so it'll work. I'm just not sure about it. Obviously you've got 2 lacy bits here and nothing over this side. I suppose you could do that and put that there. Let's have a look. It's alright. It's alright. This probably should have been slightly further over, but that's on reflection. It has kind of worked. It's definitely different. I think it's growing on me. If somehow you vaguely enjoyed listening to me mumble, because it's late at night, and for some reason late at night I mumble, and debate and moan and get very gluey hands, if somehow you enjoyed all of that, please subscribe to the channel, or like or comment or do something super nice. That would be awesome. And definitely next time I do one of these, it's going to be something completely different and very, very modern. Thanks then.